Hello and welcome to week 7. Already we are trucking right through the course and are about at the midway point. So that's pretty exciting. Someone mentioned that the markings of the dates are incorrect in your syllabus, and I apologize for that. This is the week of October 3rd through 9th, and we are working towards assignments 3.3 and 3.4 in our literary essay unit. This is our writing week. Last week you worked on the analyzing exercise. It was meant to help you set up your paper, and this week you're actually writing the paper. Again, just to reiterate that I know I don't have the editing due until the actual draft is due. That's to provide you with the very most flexibility possible. But please try to turn in assignment 3.3 early enough that you can get comments from other students. And as part of this assignment, you do need to include your feedback to other students. So even if you're running a bit behind, if you could jump into assignment 3.3 and give somebody some feedback even before you post your draft, that'd be great. This can be a partial draft, it can be a full draft, but I would encourage you to ask for specific feedback. Some students have mentioned that they haven't been getting feedback, and you try to be sensitive to that if you could. If you can tell who's been getting from the discussion board, usually you can tell if you follow the history who's already had feedback on their paper and who hasn't. If we could try to get everybody at least one response, that would be awesome. So that'd be perfect. Assignment 3.4 then is the actual writing. So I'm going to look at my assignment 3.4 in my course content, and this is your paper expectation. You'll notice that I gave you a bit of a rubric: what I see as an A paper, what I see as a B paper, what I see as a C paper, what I see as a D paper. And what we're looking at for this paper is that you are using a selection of literature, just one, from the readings in the first week of this unit. That would have been not this past week, but the week before that. You're supposed to construct a 2 to 3 page essay with a single thesis in which you argue a perspective based on analysis of the piece. Your perspective might be a judgment as to whether or not the piece was effective, or it could be an interpretation argument, like you might argue that the meaning of the piece is, and fill in the blank. But either way, you should allow the literary text itself to have a voice. So there was an author, and this story or poem has a perspective that's going to be drawn into your own argument. So, still sticking with that idea of argument, please do not use outside sources. I know there are a lot of sources out there for analysis. I'd prefer that it just be from you. I'd prefer that you not really do a whole lot of research on this. This should just be based on what you know about reading literature. There are examples in your textbook if you'd like to use those, and a reminder that MLA internal citations and a works cited page are required. Along with this, remember to attach your self-evaluation feedback sheet. I need both parts. There's 8 questions that you answer, and then there's a section that's the teacher evaluation of the paper. That whole document I would like copy and pasted. Some of you have found that when you go to copy and paste it, the chart falls apart. Some of you are able to capture the chart. It'd be nice if I can keep that chart intact so I can give you some information with that chart. I highlight the items that where you fall on the spectrum of excellent to failing on this paper. Okay, so just to recap, we are using one of the short stories or poems from 2 weeks ago. I believe that would be week 5, and you are analyzing it and creating an argument from it. So again, there's a lot of different directions you can go with this. You might pick out a theme, some symbolism. What I want you to avoid is something that's overly obvious, like this story has a sad mood. Okay, well, how can we make that more of an argument? Maybe on first reading of the story you felt that the mood was light-hearted, but after reading it you realize there's a melancholy tone based on the characters' descriptions, the descriptions of the characters, the descriptions of the scenery, and the descriptions of the interactions between characters, or something like that, so that it goes beyond the obvious. It should not be it has to be something that can be argued. It's an opinion that you're putting out there. You're not persuading us to believe the way you believe, but you are arguing that this piece of literature can be looked at in a way that's unique through your eyes. So, with that challenge in mind, have a great week, and if you have any questions or need clarification on the assignment, by all means, please let me know or post it on the discussion board for your classmates to try to answer as well. Have a good week, and bye-bye.